DJ Dallas only 12 carries. And I know because of the pace of the game, this was almost like an old school kind of game in regards to pace of play. Neither team tries to push it. They actually, I don't know that they huddle, but anyway, I couldn't see that the way that they huddle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
both teams huddle. Yep.
You've got that old school pace of game, like a 1980s, 90s pace of play from both teams, and you don't see that very often now. So there is a limited number of plays. So I know when I point out that DJ Dallas only got 12 carries, it's not 12 carries out of 90 plays. It's 12 carries out of the 66 that you mentioned. But still, it just seemed as though maybe they could have gotten him involved a little bit more, because you mentioned the business decision made by C.J. Henderson. I would probably be on that end of the decision as well, because, man, that kid gets rolling downfield, DJ Dallas, and those hips, those thighs, they are serious.
Yeah, but he wasn't even rolling downfield, honestly. Like, he was kind of in the middle of a half spin, with his back facing the defense, facing, towards our own end zone at the time that Henderson came in.
Yeah, he was spinning.
Right.
Yeah.
That was like, he was not like, just a bull in a china shop coming downhill. At that time. But I mean, it's tough because, we did have some ability to run the ball sometimes, but, because I still have the stats page open, it's only 2.6 yards per carry. Now I know that was, a little bit lower because of the sack numbers, but if I do some math real quick, because I'm a nerd. So it's 11, 45 divided by 11. So you're talking 4 yards a carry for DJ Dallas outside of that 50-yard touchdown. You know what I mean? Like, that's good. Like, 4 yards in the cloud of dust will get you a first down every 3 plays. But I mean, it wasn't like he was just explosive, just, carving swaths through their defense. So, I mean, you got to do some different things. You got to go in the quick passing game, especially with what the offensive line was giving us. So, I mean, in general, could DJ Dallas be even more of a used feature back? Yes. But I think that we pretty much hit about where he should have been in this game. And again, especially like, you catch that touchdown at the end. There's no hold. If there's no holding on the Cam Harris run, which again, there was holding on that run, all those kind of things, so I think and DJ Dallas had 4 catches in the game as well from the in the screen game. So, he touched the ball 16 times. I think that's a good number, especially given the number of plays we had.
So I'm going to latch onto something you just said about doing different things. And those different things seem to be self-evident on the first drive of the game. And it's easy to, when the plays work, it's easy to say, yeah, they should be doing that. And when the plays don't work, saying, what the hell are they doing? But on that first drive, when Jaron Williams went 5 for 5, it seemed as though, and it's difficult to see on TV what the wide receivers are doing all the time and why the space is there, but they were getting quick outlet passes in the slot, and those guys were open. Whatever they were doing underneath was working. And later in the game, they seemed to be having Jaron play action, turning his back on the defense. It seemed as though the plays were a little bit longer in developing.
Yeah, I mean, we went really quick early and then went, to some of those hard play action fakes, where you turn your back to the defense late. And I wish that we would have had a little bit better field position throughout like the middle of the game, because I think that would have allowed Miami to do some of those things that you saw in that first drive a little bit more. But when you have the ball, on your own 5, on your own 4, that's not in the kind of situation that leads you to be able to do those kind of a thing. Schematically, you don't want to go quick, and you don't want to do those kind of things because you make a mistake in the quick read game or the quick pass game like that. On the 5-yard line, that's a pick 6 with 2 steps between the interception and the end zone. So there was that. Plus, like, Florida, again, a very good defense. I'm sure that they covered up some of those things that we exploited early in the game. So, there was that as well.
Cam Underwood, State of the U. Please join him and the rest of the staff. He's mighty proud of the work that they do, and rightfully so. The number of writers that they have. We had ourselves, Justin DeTavio, on this week, breaking down Dan Enos's approach and Jaron Williams' first start at quarterback for Miami. So please check out that video. You'll see Florida Miami X's and O's that features Justin DeTavio right there. And we're here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say before you went on, our guy, Justin DeTavio, and I did watch that video. Very good, by the way. He has a piece evaluating all of the sacks from the game coming up on the website tomorrow. I know that David Wilson from the Miami Herald did one yesterday, but I didn't even read it because I'm waiting to see our guy's piece before I read somebody else's piece about it. And then I can go and compare, but read everybody's stuff, listen to everybody's podcast, all those kind of things. But yeah, we do have an evaluation of all of the, I think it's all 10 sacks and then like an almost sack as well. So I think it's a film breakdown of 11 different plays coming up. So be sure you're on the lookout for that on stateoftheu.com tomorrow.